Next on ABC-7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend, a look at the Fort Bliss facilities that will eventually house soldiers quarantined upon their arrival from Africa. And UTEP falls short of bowl eligibility after a disappointing loss yesterday in Kentucky. We have all the highlights. And violent protests in Mexico following the mass murder of 43 missing college students. And in Storm Track weather, Dan.
It's going to be a chilly start to your morning today, but we're also tracking clear skies for the day today into tomorrow. Will we see any rain at all on the forecast? Details coming up in Storm Track weather.
It's all the news you need to start your Sunday, November 9th, 2014. ABC-7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend starts now.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC-7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on this Sunday morning. I'm Josie Ortegon. We begin this morning with breaking news. A man is in critical condition after a single vehicle crash in central El Paso. This happened shortly after 4 this morning on southbound US 54 near Montana. This is video from our ABC-7 crews of the crash, and you can see police on the scene there. We're told the car hit a concrete column underneath the Trowbridge on-ramp. The man was taken to University Medical Center with serious injuries, and he is now in critical condition. Special traffic investigators are on the scene this morning, and we will continue to update you on the man's condition as soon as we get more information. Moving on to Storm Track weather now. Let's take a look at your first forecast with Storm Tracker Dan Martinez. Dan, I stepped outside the studio this morning for a couple of minutes and it was very chilly outside.
Yeah, it's definitely a very chilly morning out. Right now I want to show you we do have clear skies, which is also part of the reason we're feeling a little bit chilly. Those clouds usually act as blankets for us, so when there's no clouds around, pretty much it's just a free-for-all with those temperatures. But right now, you know what, it's like you mentioned, a cold start to the morning. I want to show you exactly what temperatures look like right now. 49 degrees in Las Cruces, 52 El Paso, and 41 Alamogordo. We are expecting a nice and calm day for today. 69 degrees El Paso, 68 Las Cruces, and your day planner forecast looks like this. Sunny skies, no winds to deal with, and temperatures I'd say are going to look pretty comfortable. So we have that to deal with, at least a nice day today. We saw the winds yesterday, and unfortunately it looks like we're going to see those winds tomorrow. I'll detail exactly how strong they'll be with our wind gust tracker coming up in about 10 minutes. Josie?
Okay, thanks, Dan. Yesterday, we got an inside look at the barracks and entertainment areas for quarantine soldiers returning from West Africa. The Department of Defense recently announced that Fort Bliss will be one of 5 isolation stations in the country set up for soldiers who must stay for 21 days. ABC-7's Jerry Nájera has more.
These isolation stations are part of a U.S. effort to prevent the Ebola virus from being introduced into America. And with Fort Bliss being one of 5 military bases selected to quarantine the returning soldiers from West Africa, they gave us a tour of their facilities.
The new mission is to conduct the control monitoring for soldiers that will be redeploying back from Liberia.
Major General Stephen Twitty tells ABC-7 there is a reason Fort Bliss was picked as a quarantine site.
We've been saying all along that we have tremendous capacity here at Fort Bliss, Texas, and we're known as one of those premier installations.
Twitty's referring to Fort Bliss's recent expansion. The base has enough space to accommodate soldiers returning from West Africa.
So they'll come to these facilities here and they will live here for 21 days.
Entire buildings, or barracks as the military calls them, can be used to isolate up to 400 soldiers. The barracks are pretty much like college dorms, bedrooms, living room, even entertainment centers. But Twitty says soldiers won't be sitting around all day.
They'll go through a redeployment process that will keep them busy for 8 hours a day.
The soldiers will also have a gym only they can use.
So they'll be conducting physical training.
Lines even mark the floors to remind soldiers where they can and can't go. But most important is the medical facilities. Officials say it is essential the facilities can monitor soldiers twice daily and allow for medical screenings at any given time. Mayor Oscar Leeser was also in attendance supporting the DOD's decision for selecting El Paso as a quarantine station.
The most important part is that our military will be safe and their spouses, and also our community, and that's the important part.
Twitty welcomes the mission.
This is a great opportunity for Fort Bliss again and our soldiers to take care of our own.
About 150 military staff will be used to run the facilities. Major General Stephen Twitty says that they are expecting soldiers returning from Liberia between the 21st through the 25th of November. Reporting for Good Morning El Paso Weekend, I'm Jerry Najera.
Turning now to national news, 2 Americans held prisoner by North Korea are free and back in the United States. Kenneth Bay and Matthew Todd Miller arrived late Saturday night at Joint Base Lewis near Seattle. Both men hugged their families as they stepped off the plane. Their release was secured by U.S. National Director of Intelligence James Clapper, visited North Korea as an envoy of President Obama. Clapper delivered a letter from the president addressed to North Korean ruler Kim Jong-un. He did not meet with Kim personally, but the visit convinced Pyongyang to release Bay and Miller.
I was crying in the studio. It's important, you know. I put a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I met a lot of great people. Congressmen, senators, Madam Secretary Clinton, all through this, through Kenneth Bay and the Bring Bay Back campaign. So today's been a very emotional day for me. I've spoke with the family a bunch of times, so it's really, really amazing to actually, it's so surreal.
Was David Sugarman, the founder of Bring Bay Back. Now, in a statement, the North Korean government said President Obama apologized for the men's actions. The White House has not said what was written in the letter. Violent protests in Mexico. This is video of the aftermath in the Mexican state of Guerrero, where students from the small college in Ayotzinapa protested and burned cars. They also broke windows at a government building. Mexicans are angry over the case of 43 missing college students that were reportedly murdered by a drug cartel. That's according to Mexico's Attorney General. The members confessed to killing them and burning their bodies. Officials are now waiting for DNA results on charred remains discovered in a river. President Obama has officially picked who he wants to be the next Attorney General. Federal prosecutor Loretta Lynch was nominated to replace Eric Holder. If confirmed by the Senate, she would become the nation's first African-American female Attorney General. The Senate says any confirmation hearings are unlikely to begin until they assume their new majority in January. The Virgin Galactic Spaceship 2 crash nearly 2 weeks ago left a pilot dead and the space industry devastated. One lawmaker in New Mexico says it is a setback, but she is not discouraged. Now, it'll be at least a year until the investigation into the crash is complete, delaying commercial space flights from Spaceport America yet again. ABC-7 spoke with Senator Mary Kay Papin about the crash. She says Spaceport America needs to move forward with a business plan to become more profitable and attract new tenants.
That we have to pay off out there. I think it's very important that we, don't get discouraged and that we keep moving forward.
Spaceport America uses money from the sales tax to help repay its construction bonds. Senator Papin also added it cannot expect to rely on Virgin Galactic alone to bring in all the revenue. And it'll be a busy morning on the road in the borderland. Plenty of construction projects taking place around town. So if you are headed out the door this morning, here's a look at some ABC-7 traffic alerts. Paisano is closed between Executive Center and West El Paso, all the way south to San Antonio Avenue in downtown. Crews began the work Friday. City officials tell ABC-7 crews will be pouring concrete on the new Paisano Bridge, and this closure will be in effect until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, also in that same area, Sunbowl Drive is closed. That's the access road starting at the Yandell intersection to the westbound Schuster exit ramp. Crews will be working on the new Yandell intersection, and this one will be in effect a lot longer until December 31st. And this morning, the I-10 westbound lanes between the Lee Trevino overpass and the Yarborough overpass to the Loma Land entrance ramp is closed. That closure is in effect until 5 this afternoon. And also on the east side of El Paso starting tonight, there is a complete closure of the westbound lanes on I-10 between the Geronimo overpass and the Trowbridge overpass. And this will be in effect until 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. every day this week until the 14th. Crews will be working on the spalling repair project, so plan accordingly. Still ahead on ABC-7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend, an amazing sight across the Texas sky. Images one man caught on camera. Also, do you know about the Army National Guard Unit Company E? Well, we'll explain in our next half hour. Time now is 8:09. Let's take a live look outside, courtesy of our TechSot traffic cams. Again, there was a single vehicle crash early this morning. One man is in the hospital, and we're told that the southbound lanes on US 54 are closed. So if you are in that direction, please be aware. You can still see special traffic investigators are on the scene now, and the car is still near that ramp. So please be aware of that this morning. And moving on to storm track weather, Dan.
Well, we are seeing those cold temperatures this morning, but you know what? We have a nice Sunday on tap. Changes are headed our way, though, for the work week. I'll detail that coming up in Storm Track Weather.
You're watching ABC7, where news comes first.
You're watching ABC-7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend with Josie Ortegon and Storm Track Weather with Dan Martinez.